Testing, testing, one, two, three. Is this thing on? Hey y'all, how y'all been? What y'all up to? Where y'all been at? I'm testing out head wraps and turbans and such for the fall and the winter. I don't know, maybe I think I got the idea from my fellow Libra, Nick Cannon. Do I look very calm now? If I look like that, that's fine. I'll take it. Hey, what's up? Happy November. This year is almost over. Can you believe it? I can, because this year was long. Excuse my loud ghetto ass neighbors. I don't know who outside yelling, but I'm in my living room. I thought I was gonna be able to get my little pretty pictures in the background, but I guess I made the camera too low. And the lighting and everything is a little sus, but I already sat down. I already committed. I'm not getting up to fix this lighting. So y'all just gonna have to get me the way y'all get me, okay? This all I got for y'all today. But I've had a lot of things rolling through my mind, a lot of things I want to talk about. If you don't know, I don't think I've ever shared this on my channel, but I keep a little YouTube ideas, like a journal of things I want to talk about, things I want to express, words I want to say, songs I want to sing, whatever. And sadly, about maybe 70, if not 80% of it doesn't even get recorded, or if I do record it, I'll be like, I hate it, and I don't even show y'all. So I'm gonna try to change that. I've been working on a lot of things, going through a lot of stuff as usual. Unfortunately, it wouldn't be 2018 or 2019 without a lot of people going through health scares and people passing away. Yes, I did lose someone else, my beautiful, awesome, amazing, fantastic friend, Talia. She passed away in August. And her memorial service didn't end up happening until October, which was right before my birthday and right before Mark's birthday. So I took some time to grieve and some time to just decompress. And there's some other health scares going on in my family with my grandparents and my in-laws, other personal things. So it feels like 2018 part 2. Like, I kid you not. 2019 has the same damn it energy, which is stress Tiffany the F out. That is the same energy. I don't know what it is, but I'm hoping and praying for a better 2020. And I'm going to just command a better 2020. Like, I'm going to just decree and declare, you know what I mean? So I'm going to keep putting that energy out there, praying for the best. But in the meantime, Lena's good. I'm pretty good. Mark's pretty good. My mom is okay. It's just my sisters are all right. My brother's good. Just life. Sometimes you be minding your business and then boom. Oh, you forgot you was living life? Life come get your ass when you're not paying attention. So life has been coming to get me for sure for the past 2 years. But I digress. I had a lot of things in my YouTube journal, like I said, that I wanted to talk about, and I'm going out of order, but I want to talk about these things before they're no longer hot topics, before people forget about them. And I just wanted to, see what y'all think. See if y'all agree with me or if y'all agree with the other people. Who knows? Whatever. And I'm going to try to do these unedited. I'm not even going to edit it and add thumbnails and add footage and all that. I miss the old school days of nostalgic YouTube, where people just sat down with a damn camera and just said shit. Like, just sat down and talked to y'all. I miss that. YouTube has become so fake and phony and fancy and commercialized, and YouTube corporate is changing the rules so much with these new COPA laws and new AdSense things and new analytics platforms. It's taking all the fun out of what YouTube was created to be, which is just an open space to create. It's hard to create nowadays without a licensing issue or an uploading thing or some unnecessary ass troll killing it, or so much stuff happens now that it just almost like you be this close to be like, I'm just gonna delete my whole damn channel. Like, it makes you feel that way. But the thing that keeps me coming back to YouTube for now, anyway, until COPPA laws take me out, they might take me out too. Who knows? If you don't know what COPPA is, COPPA, it's a set of parenting visual guidelines that YouTube has put in place to make YouTube more safe for children, which I don't really understand because there's already a YouTube Kids. So if there's a separate app already for kids, I don't know why the adult app has to now be censored for kids. But sounds to me like a lot of parents need to watch their damn children. That's what it sounds like to me. But anyway, you know, I didn't say that. Who said that? Not me. So anyway, yeah. So YouTube is changing a lot of shit, and it's causing a lot of people to step away and rethink and rebrand and so on and so forth. So if you see a lot of your YouTubers taking breaks and disappearing, that's probably the reason why. Not only that, they just flat out don't want to give people their just due. They don't want to give people their, they don't want to give people their flowers. They don't want to pay people. They don't want to do anything. I won't say anything, but the way that they used to care about YouTube creators has changed. And the platform itself is not maturing positively from a creator standpoint. So it's frustrating. But it's like, where else can we go, you know? I don't know. Maybe somebody else will create a new platform. Maybe we'll head over to Patreon or TikTok or something. I don't know. But anyway, for the meantime, I'm still on YouTube. And I wanted to use my YouTube channel to talk about some things that irk me and things that have been on my mind. So I just want to talk to y'all about what's on my mind. This particular video is addressing social anxiety, the mindset of an empath, I guess is what we'll call it, and someone who is very sensitive to energy. I'm wearing all black and I got my whole gypsy situation, storyteller, tarot reader, whatever kind of vibe going on. And I think it kind of just coincides with what I'm about to say, coincidentally. I am a huge fan of Summer Walker. If you guys don't know who Summer Walker is, she is an R&B artist who just won Best New R&B Artist at the Soul Train Awards, had the #1 album on iTunes and on the Billboard. She's a fantastic writer, musician. She plays like 3 or 4 different instruments. She is fantastic. And she has social anxiety. And so a lot of people were complaining about her meet and greets, about her presence on stage, and not really understanding what social anxiety means and confusing social anxiety with a bunch of other shit that has nothing to do with social anxiety. And you guys know I made a video a couple months back about my own experience with anxiety. I don't have social anxiety. I have generalized anxiety disorder, and I have depression. Those are in the same family of mental things, I guess you can call them, or under the same umbrella. And so I kind of wanted to just share my opinion about that. Social anxiety can be something as simple as you don't want to go inside the gas station because you don't even want to talk to someone to hand them the money to put the money on whatever pump you're waiting for. Social anxiety can be anything from a crowd to a one-on-one with a stranger to, anything. And I think it's unfair for people to automatically assume that this is a fake disorder, that this is a fake disease, that people are just being extra, people are just being dramatic. And Summer herself said something on her Instagram along the lines of, I feel bad for all of these people who are calling me out and saying that I'm a liar because a lot of them have children. And that tells me that their children's mental health is probably not being addressed in their home because they don't believe my mental situation is real. I had another person combat me and tell me social anxiety is not a mental illness. Yes, it is. It's a real mental illness. I will give you an example of my own anxiety. Lena, like any other kid, for instance, I'll use Lena. Lena, like any other 6-year-old, sometimes they get up in the middle of the night, sometimes they're afraid of the dark. Sometimes, they have a nightmare, whatever. Sometimes they get sick and they get up, throw up, whatever. My anxiety will tell me, Tiffany, you can't go to sleep because what if she wakes up? What if she throws up in her sleep? What if she chokes at night and you can't hear it? What if, she's in another room and somebody climbs up a window and snatches her out her bedroom? Impossible shit. I live on the second floor, technically the third floor, because my car is underneath me. So my car is in the basement. I'm on the third floor. So like, I will make myself stay up until I cannot keep my eyes open anymore, just to be sure that she doesn't need me or that she's not going to get out of bed. She's here with me 4 days a week, sleeping anyway, 4 days overnight. The other 3 days she's with Robert overnight. But out of those 4 days, I don't sleep. I usually only sleep 2 or 3 hours a night, if that. And even when she goes to school, I'm scared to put my phone on silent because I'm like, what if the school calls me and something happens to her? All of this stuff is irrational, anxiety-filled fears, fear-driven, that my brain tells me I need to do something to the extreme that is unnecessary, or that I need to avoid something to the extreme that is unnecessary. Mark gets on me about this all the time. We could be outside of a restaurant, like a new restaurant that I want to try, and instead of going in the restaurant, I'll go to their Yelp page. And I'm like, well, I don't want to get out and walk in and then decide that I don't like the food. Then I'll be embarrassed because I feel like everybody's looking at me while I'm looking at the menu, and then I got to talk to someone and ask them to give me the menu, and then I have to do this and do that, and I'll feel bad if I say, no, thank you, I'm not interested, and I walk out, and I could avoid that whole awkward social interaction if I just look at their Yelp page. That is social anxiety. It's real. It's not made up. It's not phony. It's not putting on extras. And I really respect Summer Walker's honesty, because a lot of people will not tell you the truth. And I found it really sad when people were saying that they don't want to go to her tours no more. They don't want to see her. First of all, the fact that her label even put her on a tour doing meet and greets with social anxiety is ridiculous. And I'm glad that she decided to end the tour because it wasn't mentally healthy for her. I think that was the smartest thing that she could have ever done. Because just like I say about any of these employers out here, record labels ain't no different. They don't give a shit about your health. How many times have we seen celebrities pass out on stage, have to be ER rushed somewhere, throwing up on stage, all of that because they're sick, because they need help, but they're contracted to be there, they're contracted to perform, and they do it anyway. Because if they don't, then they got to pay back the venue, then they got to owe the record company, then they got to pay back the promoters. All this shit is money. And just like any other job, if your boss call you and tell you you need to bring your ass to work, you bring your ass to work. I don't know why people think celebrities are like exempt from that. She's a new artist. It's not like she's somebody like, I can't think of anybody who's above promoters, who doesn't have to be somewhere. Maybe someone like a Chance the Rapper, because he's an independent artist and he doesn't pay people for those services. But if you have a record deal, you're signed to a contract, and your management schedules you to be somewhere to perform, schedules a concert to be at a venue, schedules any damn thing, a red carpet, a meet and greet, a promo tour, a press junket, your ass has to be there. So I find it really stupid and insensitive, and I really don't like calling people stupid, but this frustrates me to the point where I got to use the word stupid. I find it really stupid and insensitive for people to make comments like, well, she just shouldn't have a meet and greet if she don't like touching people. She's not in charge of that shit. Like, that don't have nothing to do with her. That's the label. And furthermore, what gives you the right as an individual to demand that somebody touch you? Like your little $200 or $300 or whatever you pay for the concert, or whatever you pay for the VIP in the background or whatever, automatically gives you full license to put your hands on somebody. She's still a person who has her own respective personal space. It's like people associate celebrities with like they're paying for a prostitute. Like, okay, cool, I paid you my hundreds. Now you gonna do whatever I want, say whatever I want, act however I want, take pictures how I want, and if you don't, then I'm unsatisfied. I'm sorry, I disagree with that. Celebrities are humans just like everybody else. And if something rings off in her energy where she just don't want to touch you or don't want to be bothered, you can respect that without flipping around and saying she rude, she mean. I didn't see her deny anybody a photo. She took the picture, sitting there awkward as fuck, like, because it's literally paining her, literally hurting her. Literally your insides scream, run. That's how anxiety feels. Run. Get out of this situation. Do not do that. You are going to die. Oh my God. That is how anxiety feels. I had a random mini anxiety attack in a coffee shop yesterday. Nobody was even talking to me. Like, no one. But I was sitting in a coffee shop trying to work on some stuff for my business. And I'll tell y'all about that in another video because I'm starting a clothing line. But anyway, I was working on something using the Wi-Fi in the coffee shop. And my anxiety was telling me, everybody can hear you chewing right now. You sound like a cow. Everybody, I hope your earphones is not turned up loud enough, because even if you got earphones in and you turn them up loud enough, people can still hear your music. They're going to judge you off your music choice. People are probably watching the way you sitting right now. Probably because you ain't got your legs crossed a certain way, or because you're not sitting, straight back. They might think you look like a hunchback. Somebody's probably looking at your fat arm right now. All this shit is going on in my mind. In reality, was anybody looking at me? Probably not. But anxiety tells you different. You feel like everyone's watching you. You feel like every little thing is minusculely, like, I don't know what the word, nitpicked. You feel like people are going to tear you apart and break you down and pick apart every little thing you do wrong. And I felt myself start to, like, breathe really fast. I felt myself panicking. I couldn't focus on my work. I was trying to listen to the creator video that I was watching, and my mind was just spinning. I was just losing it. And I had to tell myself, take a deep breath. You are okay. And that is real. I also agree with her on being an empath. Not only, I'm an empath too. I have anxiety and I'm an empath. If you don't know what it means to be empathetic, a lot of people are sympathetic. When you have sympathy for someone, it's like if somebody tripped and fell and broke their leg, or, standing at the bus stop and a car go by and splash water all over them in the rain or something. You're like, oh, that sucks. When you're an empath, you feel that fall. You're like, oh, dude, ooh. You grab your own leg. You know what I'm saying? When you're an empath, you feel that. It's not something that you can do anything about except for just control the energy that you're around and whose energy you absorb. And this is real ass facts. A lot of people, and I don't mean to get churchy, but I was born and raised in the church. I'm a child of God. It is what it is. So a lot of people don't understand this because they don't have spiritual discernment and they don't have awareness of their spirit. They're not aware of the energies that people possess and the demons that people carry. And there have been times in my life where I've been talking to someone who walked up to me from my YouTube channel. Back in the day, I used to have a lot of people watch my videos. Now I'd be lucky if I have 100. But back in the day, I used to have, at the most, I had 15,000 views on one video. So I had a lot of people seeing my face. People would walk up to me. I could be at dinner with Lena, and Lena was a baby back then. Lena was like 12, 13 months maybe, or younger. I could be with my family. I could be by myself in a parking lot. I could be anywhere, and people walk up to you. Oh my God, you wifey cakes, huh? Oh, I love your channel. Oh my God, can I please have a picture? Can you please talk? Oh, can you stand here because and you are freaking out. Freaking the fuck out. You're like, I don't know if this person's gonna, you assume the best of people, but you also don't know what people are going through in their personal life and what people are dealing with in their life. And so they could have just broken up with their boyfriend. They could have just did some drugs. They could have just stole something. They could be an ain't shit ass person. morally, and you can feel, you can sense that. And I'm not saying that my subscribers ain't shit people. I love y'all. I'm just talking about people in general. Sometimes when I'm talking to somebody, like at a nail salon, I'll be sitting next to a lady and she'll whisper something to me, and it'll be a smirk on her face or just a tone in her voice. I'm like, I'm not feeling that. It's something evil there. And sometimes it can be my anxiety playing tricks on me, and sometimes it's my empathy reading people. My empathy will tell me, my spirit will tell me, this is not a person you need to associate with. This is not a person you need to be around. You can feel that. And everyone has this ability, but a lot of people, it seems like the older they get or the more involved in the world they get, they block it out. But this shit is real. When she put that on her Instagram and said, if I touched all of y'all and hugged everybody, it would literally kill me. I meant I understood exactly what she was saying. It takes a lot to get someone's toxic energy out of your body once you have absorbed it. When you are an empath, when you are someone who feels people, you feel their aura, their energy, their spirit. It is really hard to rid yourself of that energy. I had a situation happen to me like that where I went on vacation with somebody, and the entire vacation I was just getting this vibe of like, I shouldn't be here. And at the very end of the vacation, I found out why I felt that way. There was a discussion had, and some of the things they said led to a full-on fight with everybody. And I was like, this is why I should listen to my instincts. I should listen to my spirit, because now I'm stuck here with this. I can't leave for another 3 days. I'm not at home. I didn't even feel safe in my own hotel room around this. There was no escape from this negative ass energy, and it was like a negative cloud over the whole event because this person is so fucking pessimistic and judgmental and materialistic and narcissistic. It just became overbearing for my energy, to the point where when I got back from the trip, I silenced all of their accounts. So I forgot what you call it, but like you can mute people from seeing you on social media. This is on Facebook and on Instagram. You can unfollow them so you don't see what they post, and you can mute them from your page so they can't see what you post either. And that has become my favorite thing to do with people who have negative energy, because even through social media you can feel somebody's messy ass junk trying to jump on you. And it's true, it's real. And it doesn't have anything to do with who you with. It doesn't have anything to do with what age you are. It doesn't have anything to do with if you're on medication for mental illness or not, if you drink or smoke or not. That mess don't have nothing to do with that. Unless you're like drinking or smoking to excess, you're just drunk all the time or high all the time or smoking cigarettes all the time, then yeah. But if you're just having a random drink on a weekend or you're doing random things in moderation, that doesn't affect the fact that what you're saying is true. I don't have to be like, people want like some kind of visual thing that they can see. And this is the unseen world. You can't see this. You can't see spirits. That's why when people say something like this, you have to believe them. I remember when I was in church with Robert, I used to be Robert's armor bearer. And if you don't know what an armor bearer is, how can I put it in layman's terms? I was just basically his spiritual security guard. When you are a pastor, a bishop, a deacon, a minister, a prophet, you are often an apostle. You're often assigned an armor bearer, someone who's going to go before you even speak in a room, before you even speak to a congregation. They're going to walk in there and pray on it. Before you even sit down to have dinner, they're gonna make you. They're gonna hold your hand and pray with you. You know, to rid that energy away from you because they don't want anything sticking to your purity as a leader. And it's the same thing. There was a woman who was a female pastor, not my old pastor, another female pastor, and she invited Robert amongst like 12 other different male ministers to her church and said she wanted to have a men's conference where men tell women how to find a husband and men pray for women and blah, blah, blah. Robert got there, and before or after they all did their little sermon dissertations, she was like, and now we're going to call all the male ministers up and we're going to lay hands on them and bless them with oil. And something in my spirit just went off. And I told Robert, I put my hand in front of him like on some soccer mom stuff in the car, like, don't get up. And he was like, she's just trying to bless us. You know, people pray. No. Well, she just wants to make sure that all the men, she can't make sure all the men do nothing. She don't run no man. She's a woman. And don't get me started on the gender stuff, but I'm just biblically speaking. I'm not talking about everything else. Y'all know what I stand for. Y'all know who I ride for. Y'all know what communities I love. I love all of y'all. But I'm saying in a biblical sense, she cannot. I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, she just want to pray over the calling of my life. She don't know the calling of your life. She's not God. Well, she just want to pray that I'm led in the direction that's fit. She don't know the direction that's fit for you. She don't know where you're going. These things are purposeful. And if you don't know your word, and if you don't read energy, and if you're not spiritually aware, you'll end up absorbing all this toxic shit and not knowing why you feel the way you feel, why you are upset, why you can't get ahead, why you feel cursed, why shit is always in your path blocking you. It's a reason. You don't let everybody touch you. You don't let everybody pray for you. You don't let everybody speak on your life or in your life. You don't give everyone information privy to you if they don't deserve it or need it for a specific purpose. I'm never that person that's going to post on Facebook, pray for me, y'all. Fuck that. I don't want everybody prayers. I don't know who y'all praying to. I don't even know if y'all believe in the same God that I do. I need prayers today. When I post something on Facebook, I tag specific prayer warriors. I need my auntie. I need my best friend, Triana. I need my mom. I need specific people who I know. I need my uncle's wife, my auntie Ginger. I love her. I need specific prayer warriors because I know that they know God and I know that they know the word and they will pray the word over my life. This is not a joke. This is not an excuse to just take people money and then be unprofessional at a concert by not touching them or being awkward on stage. This is a real illness. Not only is social anxiety a real illness, what she's saying about being an empath is also true. Being an empath is tiring. I know that firsthand. Everyone calls you for everything. Everyone dumps their emotional shit on you. It's heavy. And I had to learn at 31 or 30 years old or 31, how to tell people no, how to block myself off from people, how to take weekends, if not weeks, away from answering people's requests. I had to change my answers. I had to change my listening ear and just tell them, I'm so sorry that's happening to you. I hope God will lead you the right way. And they're like, but I just feel so lost and I just feel so dark and I have all these demons and I just need to express it. I said, I hope you find a cathartic release for those things. Because dumping them all on me is not the answer. People feel your energy, people feel your vibe, people feel your openness. People can, as corny as it sounds, people can sense your aura. And so they come to you because your aura is a place of refuge. When you are an empath, you are a person that people lean on. You're a martyr. And that is a beautiful curse because I have the ability to understand people's emotions even when they don't articulate them completely to me. But the problem and the downside to that is it uses a lot of my energy to do so. So believe in it, it's real. And leave Summer Walker alone. Her music is fantastic. The girl don't even want to tour no more. She don't even want to go nowhere. She's like, forget it. I'm not going to do no more tours because y'all don't appreciate me. Y'all don't deserve me. And she's right. People are so dead inside nowadays. People are so ignorant to spiritual health and mental health, especially in the black community, which is ridiculous. You would think as much time as we spent in church as kids, as much time we listened to grandma talk and pray, and as much time as we didn't been here, there, and every damn where, we would have the most spiritual awareness than anybody. And we don't. All people care about is what's on the surface. And they're like, she's rude. How is she rude? Did she tell you to get the fuck out and leave her alone? No. She just sat next to you quietly like this. And one girl was like, Summer, I love your music. And she was like, thank you. That's it. What she do? Because she not grabbing you behind doing all this and posing in pictures with you like, yeah, me and my buddies. Because she not, grabbing her arm and like, everyone shouldn't touch you. And you shouldn't touch everybody. Just like it's things that I don't want people to transfer to me. I don't want to transfer my negativity. If I'm in a negative mood or a negative spirit or energy, I don't want to transfer that. That energy ripples. It has motion. It goes. Y'all ain't never read about this? Y'all grandma ain't never taught y'all about this part of the Bible? It ain't even just biblical. This is in every religion, in every faith, in every ability. Everything from aura to chakras to meditation to Buddha to Tantra to biblical to everything. Why don't y'all get this? Social anxiety is real. I'm sorry, I stand with Summer Walker.